this year, and I don't know, Steve, that sounds like it's going to be really great. So he's coming up with Cleaning with Kindness.
So this idea is based on a single premise, and that is that a house truly becomes a home when it's clean and organized. These are stock photos. They are not my house, although my wife and I do a pretty good job of taking care of our home. We're both very busy with work and community service, and so twice a month we have somebody in to help us out. And I will tell you that I love those days. I love coming home to a clean house. I love the smell of a clean house and know everything is put away where I can find it. I actually like it so much that I've asked my wife to handle practice with me, that every night we go out, our house is cleaned, we go out and we have dinner out, so the next morning we can wake up to a clean kitchen. This is Tammy. I met Tammy when I first came to West Michigan almost 3 years ago now. She owns the company that cleans our house and keeps everything organized. Tammy is amazing. She does a fantastic job, and the idea that I am pitching tonight is Tammy's idea. This is Tammy's best friend Pam, and this is Pam's family. Pam and her family have gone through a very difficult journey over the last 3 years. I will not tell you all the details of that journey, partly for their privacy and partly so I don't break into tears. But what you need to know is that this family has had a very, very hard time, and that this very kind man and these two boys lost Pam in March of this year to breast cancer. So what do you do when your best friend is dying of cancer? And what do you do when the people that you truly care about are having a really, really hard time? Well, what Tammy did was she prayed, and she cried, and she cleaned their house. I want you to imagine how much the impact of a clean house can affect people who are going through a really difficult time. Imagine that same feeling you get coming into your clean home with people that are having a really hard time and their life is in chaos. Tammy would like to start the Pamela Barr Foundation and a project called Cleaning with Kindness. Tammy's goal is to create an organization that will clean 10,000 homes for 2,500 families each year that are dealing with the tragedy and the crisis of cancer. Tonight we're looking for $2,900 to help us with basic expenses to get this project going. And I'd like to know from the judges that this is a good idea. And so we're looking for that additional support. Here's the way it works. This entity sits in between the profit and nonprofit world. I personally believe the separation between profit and nonprofit is one of the biggest problems in our economy today. At the center is Tammy and 2 full-time volunteers. We believe the organization will run on $95,000 a year with volunteer staff and a larger ring of volunteers around that. There's 4 key elements of this. The cash and supplies to make this work come from our business partners. They give us cash and cleaning supplies and other services that we need. In return, we become brand advocates for them in the community, locally, and nationally. Additional resources come from people who are purchasing gifts of cleaning. This is, we do 4 sets per family. $150 will get a house clean for a family who's dealing with the tragedy of cancer. One of my favorite parts of this is the skills training piece. The system is designed to work with women's shelters and other shelters to teach job cleaning skills to people who are looking for jobs, and then to run them into the system, certify them as cleaners, and then help them clean some of these families' homes. The trickiest piece then that's left is needs assessment. We have this in Grand Rapids. We have a fabulous system of healthcare providers and support for people with cancer. And so we hope to partner with those entities to streamline a very, very simple and straightforward needs assessment process. All of these pieces come together to what we believe over time becomes a fully sustainable entity that no longer is looking for donations, becomes financially sustainable, and goes forward in and of its own right. Potentially, this is something that can go outside of West Michigan. Currently, we're looking to do it in West Michigan to get it started. If you'd like to know more about it, you can go to my website, stevefrazee.com/CWK. There's a little bit more information about that on the website, and you can see the entire 5x5 application that I put together. So that's it. I personally have agreed to do pro bono strategy work for this idea if you tell me tonight that this is something that needs to be done. And if they don't think so and you do, please come by the website and let's take one family's tragedy and turn it into a legacy of kindness. Thank you.
Okay. Next.